Want to earn some extra income? Have an extra vehicle? Stay tuned to find out how you can earn some extra income this upcoming week by owning an extra vehicle. So if you're looking to earn some extra income this upcoming week, I've got an idea for you guys. Now, if you don't own a house or something like that and you can't rent out an extra room in the home that you currently own, even if you don't own a home or anything like that and you might be renting, this isn't that kind of video. Today's video is gonna be more along the lines of renting out your extra vehicle. So if you have two vehicles and one of them you don't really use as much, or maybe your husband or your wife, your boyfriend or your girlfriend takes public transportation instead of using the vehicle more often, you can use that vehicle to your advantage by renting out on a similar premise like Airbnb on a company app called Turo. Now Turo's a brilliantly designed app. I've used it myself and I've mentioned it a couple times, but essentially the users are on two different spectrums. So you're either a user that is searching for a vehicle, searching for a rental vehicle, whether you're going out of state or out of the country and you're looking to rent a vehicle from an individual that personally owns this vehicle, or you're looking to rent out your own vehicle to others to earn profit and extra income with. Now that's what we're gonna be talking about specifically today, and it's a really awesome opportunity for anybody with an extra car, an extra two cars, whatever it may be, that is looking to rent it out and looking for some extra income. Now I'm gonna tell you today, even if you don't have an extra vehicle, how you can obtain one and start to rent out on Turo and make your own fleet to start to create this extra business on the side. And some people make this their full-time income. I've seen it before, I've heard of it, and a lot of people that do this consistently have gotten this specific business model down to a science. And I just kind of want to share some of the things with you today that I know of about Turo. Now, I'm not a professional. I've only used Turo a couple of times to rent myself, but I haven't used it to rent any of extra vehicles that I have right now. I do plan to do so in the future and kind of create my own fleet, and that's something that I do look forward to. But when you're looking to rent out a vehicle, it's important to do your research. If you're going on Turo's app, it's important to kind of look up some of the vehicles that you have. So let's just take a 2015 Toyota Corolla, because that's what I own right now. If I were to look up a 2015 Toyota Corolla on the app Turo, then I would see a bunch of competition. And actually, in fact, I can do that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just open up my app and I'm gonna see exactly what it has to offer. So if I look up, cars in my area, I'm going to type in San Diego and I'm going to see what kind of deals they have. You can also filter it by different cars and price points and stuff like that, but I'm not going to get too much into it, so I don't really need to show you guys what's going on here. Let's just kind of move away from the Corolla example real quick, and let's move. I've got a Ford Mustang example right here, okay? Let's see if you guys can see that. You guys can't see the price, but it's $88 per day. So this $88 per day for this Mustang, if I were to kind of compare that to other Mustangs in the area, some price points might be $70 a day, some might be $60 a day, but Mustangs are pretty popular cars, right? A lot of people want to drive Mustangs. It's sporty, it's really cool, and it's something you might want to be seen in on vacation. And when we went to Miami, we actually rented off a Turo. We rented a Camaro because it's sporty, it was fun, it had a convertible hood, and it's something that we enjoyed while we were in sunny Miami. So aside from all of that, you're gonna go ahead and do your research and compare some of the vehicles that you're looking towards. So whether it be a Corolla, or whether it be a Mustang, or whatever you currently own, do some research. You can filter the criteria to see what other people that have the same vehicle as you, or within a year or two of your vehicle, what they're renting for. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna undercut the competition, meaning you're gonna want to price yourself competitively against them. If you price yourself too close to them, it's easy for those people to compare. Okay, well, the price point's only $3 or $4 off, I'm gonna choose the color that I want. And sometimes it's not gonna be the color that you are advertising. So make sure that you're significantly lower than that individual, so you're undercutting them competitively. And if you own the vehicle, it's not as much of a problem as to if you're leasing the vehicle, or if you're currently making payments on it, because you're gonna want to make sure that you're making a profit off of it. The whole thing that this business model succeeds off of is that you're profiting off of it. Obviously, with any business you want to profit. So make sure that your numbers make sense. So if you're renting a vehicle, let's say you're renting a Toyota Corolla for $200 a month, you're going to want to make sure that you're netting more than that $200 a month, or you're getting excess of $200 a month so that you have a profit. Now, if you're going along these lines right here, you're gonna wanna make sure that if you lease a vehicle, which is leasing is a viable option. A lot of people have chosen leasing vehicles as an option for Turo, which is not a bad idea. If you use this option, if you tend to lease these vehicles, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're not paying significant prices on these vehicles. There are tons of deals, especially around holidays, where you can get vehicles for low prices. And if you can get these and snag these for really good deals, I've heard of people snagging like Chevy Cruzes for $18 a month, which is insane, with $0 down. So you're looking for deals like this with, really low monthly payments and really like if they can do $0 down, that's even better for you because you have no money to lose out of your pocket except for the $18 you're paying in the month. And if you rent it out one time, you've already gained a profit. So that's a highly feasible option if you can make a really good steal on a deal like that. And sometimes those are far and few in between, but that's an option for you guys. And so basically you're wanting to turn a profit off of these vehicles, and leasing is a perfect opportunity if you don't already own one yourself. And these are the two main things you're gonna wanna do. If you own it, good for you, it's all profit in your pocket. And then if you're leasing it, you can go ahead and just make sure that you're in excess of whatever your lease amount is, and you want to make sure that you're significantly in excess. Now, another thing to note is that when you're leasing these vehicles and or even if you own them and you're putting them on Turo to be rented out, Turo takes a 25% cut. So let's say that we're renting a vehicle for $200 a month from or leasing the vehicle for $200 a month from whatever company is willing to lease us the vehicle. Now we're leasing it for $200 a month, and we're gonna be putting it on Turo to be rented out. Now we're gonna wanna make sure that we're not only making a profit in excess of that $200 so that we can actually obtain our profit, but we're gonna wanna make sure that we're factoring Turo's 25%, that 25% goes towards insurance, and it goes towards making sure that the car is protected in case one of the riders or renters damages the vehicle, which don't let that scare you, it rarely happens, but if they do, Turo wants to make sure you're protected. So they take 25% of whatever you're renting it for. So say you rent it for $40, they're gonna take $10 from that rental. So if you're renting it out $40 a day, they're gonna take out $10, which nets you $30. Now, if you're only paying a lease of $200 a month, you only have to rent that out. If you rent it out 10 times, you made $100 profit. And I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you, but basically, if you rent out with a $30 profit 10 times, 10 days, or 10 times or 10 days, you're going to make $300. You're leasing it for $200. Turo's already made their cut. That leaves you with $100 profit. Now, it's an awesome opportunity for anybody that's interested in using Turo, and that's pretty much what I have for you guys today regarding renting on Turo. If you guys want to hear a little bit more in depth about how the business model works, drop me a comment down in the comment section below, and you can find a link in the description to Turo so that you guys can get $25 off of your first ride and rental with Turo. It's an awesome opportunity, and a lot of times you're going to beat any kind of rental companies like Hertz or Enterprise or Dollar. Turo, since it's coming from the hands of an individual that already owns the vehicle, it's going to be cheaper 9 times out of 10 than those rental car companies, especially if you're underage. The underage fee is very minimal compared to all of those other companies that are charging an arm and a leg for anybody under the age of 25 to rent a vehicle. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notifications bell if you guys like today's content and you want to keep up with more of my content. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and go ahead, send me a comment over on my social media platforms too. You guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all of the things like that, and even Twitter. Thanks again, guys, for watching today's video, and if you are ready to rent out your vehicle on Turo, find the link in the description below. Thanks, guys. Bye.